Hi, folks. So, just waiting around here and about to set up, hopefully, to play test a game that new friend of mine, Mike in Principal, is working on. So, to let him know that I am on. So, see how this goes. So, yeah, if you're on my notification, you're joining in. We're just hanging out for a bit, waiting for it going to be play testing a game. So, oh, hey there, Mike. How's it going? Just got my awesome Hawaii background for now. So let me know how you want to do this. One thing is I have an ultra wide monitor, so I don't know how that's going to work out. So I am good. Looking forward to playing this game. It looked awesome. I was very impressed with all the. I was saying last night, all the little detail. The just the attention to detail is something that I really appreciate in games. Like when someone obviously loves their craft. Only supports 16:9. Okay, so yeah, we can see how it works, or I can swap. I can swap my primary monitor if I need to. Yes, lay testing. Maybe I should get that set up while I'm waiting. Oh, it's a good test. Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it does on my ultra wide. The only problem is I'm not capturing the whole screen in OBS. Maybe I should be playing around with that to see if I can do that. So hold on. I have this wired USB Xbox controller. Since I noticed you use right trigger, I'm like, oh, I need to use my controller for that. So hopefully that works. Perfect. Okay. Let me just play around with my capture settings here. What happens if I'll have to I need to figure out how to capture the whole screen here. Hmm. I'm just looking at my OBS settings. Can't remember how this is set up. How you set the bounding box. I guess I can just see. I can just try full screen projector and see what that does. That doesn't seem to have done anything. Whoa. All right, that screwed things up. Hmm. Crap. What did I do? Well, let me remove the display capture and add it back in. Whoa. Wrong display. There we go. And I need to move it down. There we go. Okay. Now everything is screwed up. Hold on, I think I gotta restart OBS. Oh, no. There was just some kind of weird overlay issue. Yeah, see, it's being cut off. Hmm. Oh, let me flip monitors. We'll make this work. Okay, so you're asking, call me on Discord? Sure, you can do that. Let me just flip the displays around here. Hold on, I gotta hide this for a second. Flip this around. And then actually, what am I doing? I just don't want like personal stuff on my desktop showing up. Bear with me a moment, folks. Moving all my icons. Okay. So that should work now. So now I'm on primary display. Hold on a sec. I don't have my window up. Putting private windows in the right place. And then showing it again. All right. Share Thrusty Ship only. Should allow you to pick the app. OBS also, never mind. Okay. So what should I do now? I'm on a 1080 display now. So it should be good. I could flip back to the other monitor if we really want to test ultra wide. But now I have it set up, I can flip to either screen without, hopefully I'm not revealing any personal info. Okay, you did? Oh, here we go. Hello, can you hear me? Let me see if my audio is set up right. You cannot hear me? Hold on a second. Oh, I have it on push to talk. Can you hear me now? Yeah, I can hear you, and I have it set up so that your voice doesn't echo back through the stream. So I can change that if you want your voice to show up in my stream. Or it's up to you. All right, let's see if I remember how to use this voice meter thing. Okay. Okay, now your voice should be coming through.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, now your voice should be coming through.
Okay, let's see. Yes, I
might have to
definitely
raise
heard
your
myself.
volume up a little bit. Let me raise it up. Okay, now we should be. I'm going to turn off the push to talk too.
Sure.
Okay, we're good. Should be good. I can hear you typing now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't have push to talk, and I should. It's a very hectic morning. I've been like sending documents left, right, and center, sending codes and stuff. Now, have I sent you a code for the game yet? I'm not sure I have.
I don't think so.
All right, let's get this sorted. I'll try to type as little as possible.
Let me hide my display for a second.
Sure.
I'm really paranoid about showing personal info on screen, so.
Yeah, as you should be. This is a strange modern time we live in.
Yeah.
Okay,
all right, I got the key.
Code via Discord.
So it's been a while since I've done this. Activate a product, right?
Yeah, you need to go on bottom left corner. Should be activate the product, redeem key, something like that.
Got it. Activation successful.
Nice.
Yeah, the Twitch doesn't like the name of your game as a stream title. It wouldn't let me set
That's
the title.
that's odd. I use it all the time.
Yeah, don't know why.
Thrusty.
It said
I guess it's a bit of an
what
innuendo, right?
I put it in the Discord. It said this text may conflict with Twitch's moderation policy.
Oh, brilliant. I've got a game that is just not kosher. Oh boy.
I know. Okay, it's downloading. I think you might have seen that pop up there. Let's see. Ah, okay. It's ready to play, I guess. We're going to try
yeah,
to
it's
launch it.
not a massive game, so you can launch it whenever you're comfortable.
Preparing to launch. I'll pull that on this screen here.
So,
Here
what's
we
your
go.
story? Are you a developer too, then, I assume?
Yeah, well, I've been in the industry. I was working for Qualcomm, actually, and they had a big layoff, and I decided, hey, I'm gonna try to go freelance. And recently, I'm like, there's a lot of Twitch streamers who are both DevOps and game devs, and I guess I'm just following in their footsteps. And so up till now, I've been like making my own web server, working with AWS, random stuff like hash functions, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm actually at a what do you call a pivot point or a transition point where I'm going to try to attempt to make my own game. So we'll see. That's what I've been doing though. Like if you look at my all my VODs are expired now, but I have it all on YouTube. I think I've gone 70 videos. And it's mostly C++ setting up back-end stuff. So
Okay.
all
So
right,
your YouTube channel is what? Rymus?
Raimu 8354.
Okay. You're fully consistent.
Yeah, I actually took the
All right.
8354 from what Discord assigned me. I don't know if that's
Fair
lame or
enough. Hey, man. One way or the other, right?
not. Yeah. So
Okay.
so how should we try to do this? I need to set up the input to I guess it's already set up to use the when it says joystick, it's
You can
the controller, right?
completely ignore that particular menu. I don't even. Yeah, I should get rid of this menu altogether. But it's very comfortable how it allows you to change the definition and stuff like that. So I'm a little lazy. Uh,
Oh
yeah,
well.
normally I like to get rid of these pop-up menus by Unity, but they are a ton of work.
I see.
And it's very comfortable to just have it there. And I've learned that apparently players don't mind having them, even though in my opinion they look very inelegant. But yeah, the input is handled by the game. Whatever you change there is utterly irrelevant.
Okay, so I should just try to play it then,
Hit
right?
play. Yep.
Here we go.
Here
I'm
we
excited.
go.
Oh, by the way, do you have a category set up in Twitch so that when people stream your game, they can be in the title and all that?
I don't. I should. Unfortunately, I'm very much a noob when it comes to the whole streaming business. I started. What
I
is
can
it
ask.
in August?
I can ask another streamer I follow, Adam13531. I don't know if you know him, but he makes a game and he set up a category in Twitch so that when we play his game, it shows up as us playing his game.
I should definitely do that. Yeah, I don't think it'll be particularly difficult. I'll put it on my tasks of to-do stuff today.
All right. Well, so far so good. The controller's working. See, I just like all of the like you didn't have to have all the stars with the parallax in the background. It just makes it so nice that you did though. I'm gonna reduce the volume a little bit.
Yeah, you should have options to do it if you want to do it directly.
I think I lost the focus there. Now I have the focus back. Let's turn the main volume down a little bit. Then I don't have to turn the stream volume down. Cool. All right. Okay, one thing I'm noticing is if I click off screen, I lose the controller focus. I have to click back there to get it back. Anyway,
I'll write it down.
I don't know if you want me to be like nitpicky or what, but I tend to get nitpicky about testing stuff.
I want you to be as nitpicky as possible and as vocal as possible. You seem to have no problem talking through your thoughts. That's exactly what I want.
Okay.
So
save and exit. Let's play. Even that's cool. Even let me go back. He even has my that's from World of Warcraft. My Steam icon.
Yes, you're currently connected to Steam, so all of your achievements in Steam and everything should work.
Okay, I remember this level. Let's see how I do. So you were playing this from last night. Okay.
Game's ready, Mike. Shit.
good yet. That when it said press, I wasn't sure what button it said to press in order to play. Okay, I'm not gonna get perfect. But I'm not aiming for perfect. Not yet.
That's fair enough. One quick thing. One quick thing that we haven't set up yet is the screen sharing on Discord. So I see you delayed on the stream. Do you think you could
we can do that.
to your Discord interface, and then you can click the little turn on screen share right under your icon, and you should be able to simply select the Thrusty Ship app.
Did that work?
That's perfect.
All right. I probably have to click back here. All right. So one question I have is, what is this button supposed to be?
That's the Xbox One controller's button for the start button.
Okay, so on my controller, it's a little triangle. So just...
That's right. Unfortunately, I need to make a decision whether I'm going to go with the old generation or the new generation. So the new generation is the logical choice. But it does confuse people.
That's fine. I don't mind being a old generation.
I only have Xbox 360 controllers myself.
Oh, I think I just played the same level again, but I got one higher.
Okay, what makes you think you played exactly the same level?
Oh, wasn't it the same map? It seemed like the same map.
Okay, understood.
Like, oh, okay, now I notice it is subtly different. All right. Left is the map. Okay, got it. All right. I shouldn't be picking up the fuel unless I need it, actually. See, you make the game seem so easy to play when we watch you. I'm like, man, this is a lot harder than it looked.
Experience will do that
too. I'm just gonna land. I really thought it was funny that you could land like that. Yeah, it wants me to stop now. I just all these little things that you were showing last night. I'm like, this is just awesome.
Okay. Well, thank you.
So, is there anything in particular you want me to try to do, or you just watching to see what?
Play it exactly as you would.
All right.
Just try.
I know I have to hit it with momentum. If I just hit that, not gonna work. I don't know how to reverse thrust yet. I'm sure I can experiment and figure it out.
Welcome to drag.
Oh. I'm guessing it's the other trigger. Yeah, it is the other trigger. Ah, I missed that one up there. Oh well. No death is my objective right now.
Okay.
Oh.
What a save.
I'm obsessed about getting that one right there. There we go. Just barrel through all that. Oh, I can do better than that. There we go. Alright.
So, generally speaking, I'm going to keep quite quiet. I'm just observing how you play and taking notes, right?
Okay.
When you hear me type,
I mean, let me know if you're not getting, like if I need to do something different or
by all
need
means,
to test something else.
What you're doing is perfect. Any thoughts that you have pop into your mind, voice them. That's the best thing you can.
Will do.
So if you think of, I don't know, tuna casserole, that'll do. Trick your mind.
I keep thinking, oh, I didn't need to pick up that fuel, I just wasted that fuel.
Okay.
I'm like already trying to make sure I don't perform suboptimally. Okay. There we go, hit that. I like the controls, the fact that you can reverse thrust and forward thrust. It gives me a lot of freedom in how I maneuver. I'm not really looking at all of the peripheral stuff, I'm just kind of charging through the game.
Okay.
A lot of the stuff I already know because you're showing it off, like stop to refuel. Okay. Okay. Oh, am I gonna have enough fuel? Let's just refuel. Oh! Man, you make that look a lot easier than it really is. Oh no, I ran out of basis fuel. Let's take a detour. There we go. Hopefully there's another fuel down this way. Yes. There.
Oh, is he gonna perfect his first one?
Oh no. See, now I got a plan here.
Oh, he's learning the wiggle.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't have watched you play so much. I was picking up stuff and maybe uh-oh, I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it.
Oh boy!
Well, not perfect.
You should get an achievement for this.
I didn't want to die, but nope, not
Destroyed
perfect.
cheeks. There you go.
That's awesome.
You barely got there. Not bad.
And look at that. Wouldn't we like to go through there? We can't fit though. Okay.
Ooh, teasing you.
Oh, not one of these. I don't know how to deal with this yet. Checkpoint, there we go. Go around it. I'm not gonna be able to read chat while I'm doing this.
I can keep an eye on chat. Rally Monkey says, cool looking game.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
SQL Squid says, hello. Hi, SQL.
One of my mods.
I know that SQL, you're writing me messages. I'm kind of trying to respond to you as soon as I can.
Actually, let me, hold on a second. Let me, hide this. Just for a second. I want to recover my, chat window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there we go. Oh, hey, SQL Squid and Raleigh Monkey, how's it going? I'm playtesting Mike_in_principles game, so I watched him show this game off last night, and I was really impressed. I think what I really like is all the little detail he includes, and the fact that it's just a fun game to play. There's a lot of visual feedback and audio feedback that I like. It's just like all the little details about the sparks there when I hit the thing not hard enough. I don't know. Because normally this is not the kind of game that I would really get into. Oh no, I need to be careful here about my fuel. There we go. Oh! Okay, I screwed up. I'm dead.
You can do this. Oh no.
So I don't know how to escape those yet.
They are evil.
So here we're gonna try restart checkpoint. Okay, good. And normally I wouldn't play this kind of game, but I don't know. This one really made me think, wow, this is impressive. I have to try it out.
What do you think the difference between restarting from checkpoint and restarting from the beginning is?
Actually, I'm not sure because I would have expected this stuff over to the left to be clear. Oh, I guess it is clear. Okay, now I need to figure out how to do this right. Press at the right time, I think, is the way to go. Yeah, so restart a checkpoint. I don't have to go back and clear all the old stuff, right? I suppose I wouldn't want to restart from checkpoint if I knew I screwed up before the checkpoint. But if I know I did well up to the checkpoint, then yeah, I'd want to restart from there, right? Okay, now I don't know what I was thinking there.
You got a bit of trouble now.
I'm gonna do
can't do that.
I'm gonna do the walk back.
Do the walk.
Fall through. No!
Oh, he lives.
I guess I just settle for 20 out of 27. That'll do. Okay. I'm trying to look. Where does it say the minimum? Oh, 13 needed. Okay, it's actually very generous. I was totally expecting in that last one that I wouldn't have gotten enough to pass. Okay, time to thrust. Oh, I love the flow of this game. Like, I can even use this to my advantage, like to get this set up right the way I want. Now hold me there until I'm just positioned just right. Uh-oh.
Oh boy, you got one shot at this.
Wait a minute, where did I... Oh, I was supposed to land right there? Okay.
You didn't notice the landing pad?
No, for some reason I thought it was somewhere else. Oh, I see now where it says land. So if I wanted to, I could stop there now. Yeah, for some reason it didn't catch my eye. But you know, I'm an old guy, so maybe it's just me.
Don't worry about it. You have your subjective feedback, and that's what matters. Don't worry. You don't need to excuse it or justify it. You're fine.
Okay, let's see. Now. This would be tough to get perfect on. But I could see myself like retrying until I get it perfect.
You can do that if you want. It's fine.
Shall we go back and do that? Let's see.
It's up to you. You don't need to plow through just for my sake. Play it as you would.
Some of these should be easier for me now to get perfect on. Oh, this one back there. And I'm not doing so well. Let's grab that. Alright. We're good. Yay! Unlock the shard. What is the shard? I don't know.
SQL, the shard is a secret ship. By doing that documentation, you will see things that most people won't see. So, yeah, we've got a few secret ships. So I've got a question for you. Wait, should I call you by your first name or by your nickname? What do you prefer?
Raimu is probably better since I don't know. I'm in character being on a Twitch stream right now.
Okay, sounds good. So Raimu, I have a question, right? If you back out of this menu real quick, right, and you see that there's, you know, all of these icons on the screen at the moment. The top left icon is blue. Why do you think that is?
That's probably the levels we have unlocked. These are all locked.
Okay, right. And the top. Yeah, the bottom ones are not finished. That's why you get like placeholder icons. But there's
something to do with the level. I would guess it has something to do with there's a theme or an objective that's different in each of these.
So, what I'm referring to specifically is level 1, right? Currently has a blue flashing orb in it.
Oh yeah, that's
right?
because I got a 9 out of 9 on it.
Okay.
Did I get it right?
Yes, actually. But that's peripherally true, but yes. Carry on.
Use unlock ship. Select level. Oh, ship is already active. Okay, there are different ships. So I can unlock them with... Oh! I'm 2 points away from unlocking a ship. Well, let's go ahead and do perfect on this one. I'll be able to unlock the other ship, right?
How many of the... So you're saying that if you finish this in perfect, you'll be able to unlock the next ship, right?
I'm guessing, yeah, that I had 8 out of 9, now I have 9 out of 9, which gives me one more of those green orbs, right? And now I can unlock that ship. It's covering it right now. There we go. No, it didn't give me a point. So it says up here 137. I thought that was adding up all the numbers that I had gotten, but I guess that's not right.
It is right. You had 136 before.
Oh, I miscounted.
Yeah, you said you were too short. That's what you said.
Eh. That happens sometimes, you know. Past 40 and your brain starts to go.
You are substantially sharper than the vast majority of the 15 you played this. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I think I got this. Yeah. We don't need style, just bust our way to the end there. Is that alright? Is that because I didn't land correctly? Acolyte. Yes. Let's unlock that ship. Wait a minute. It says it's locked though. Oh, I had to press it to unlock it. Got it. Got it. Should add a ship in the game that attracts greenies. That would be good. But this one handles differently.
It's almost like that's a call forward. But who knows?
Is it just an illusion that this is that it handles differently, or is it really handling differently? I can't tell.
I'm not going to answer that for now, but let's see what you think.
I'm just not sure if the audio cues are fooling me into thinking it feels different.
Were you expecting it to be just a different skin?
No, actually, I was expecting it to like have. I guess I was expecting it to have different handling, but it wasn't. I don't know. I haven't played the game enough to really tell the difference. I guess I could go back to the other. Whoops. How do I exit back out? Launch mode? No. Level select. Boom. Sorry, ship. I could go back to that other ship and play the same level again. Oh, not that one. One I was on. Yes. I'm not gonna beat this level, I'm just trying to get a sense of how well thrust goes. Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna go back and try that other ship.
Look at him, he's a proper scientist.
Well, yeah. Actually, it feels the same. I'm gonna guess that I was wrong and that it's just cosmetic. Unless there are some, I mean, I haven't unlocked all the, or seen all the different mechanics yet, like the shields and the lasers. Maybe there's something different about those. No, it feels the same as the other ship.
Okay. Do you expect them to have the same collider?
That's a good question. I would expect that it has a different collision shape. But they're roughly the same size, so that...
What do you see underneath the ships when you scroll through?
Ability. Oh, I didn't look there. Yeah, so what is that trying to tell me? There's no tips about that? Oh, the amount of fuel?
There are no tips in the game.
I'm not sure what the blue one is, but is that emergency fuel? So they have roughly the same amount of fuel. I'm guessing that's the yellow one, and then the green is probably the how it handles, responsive. So these two ships are pretty close to each other. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong ones. So this should handle. If I'm guessing correctly, the green is handling or responsiveness, and this should be a little bit more responsive, but slightly less fuel. I guess it's too subtle of a difference for me to notice yet, though.
Okay. One thing that I'm gonna ask you to ignore is the last stat, the red one, because at the moment the vast majority of the ships look like they have full blast, that stat, because of certain other reasons in the calculation. I need to work that.
I like those little pop-ups, what the wise man said. Just nice little touches to the game. I like it.
Okay.
Bouncing doesn't get you any special rewards. For real.
Let's just say that some of those tips are more serious than others.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Okay. There was one up there. Try to efficiently get it the fuel. I didn't want to do that, but oh well. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that was from the asteroid, or junk pile. And now I'm screwed.
So what do you think these last sort of bursts that you have are?
It looks like I have emergency fuel while that timer is going.
Okay.
But I didn't get that at first. I thought it was that I could trigger for What am I trying to say? I guess I was expecting it to continue thrusting, but I really need to just spam the trigger, right? Let me test that. If I'm right. So now I should be able to... Oh, I gotta... Okay, it's a certain number of... Okay, I get it. There's a certain number of times you can trigger, and then you have to get fuel before you run out of time. Makes
And
sense.
how many times is it?
It looked like it was 3.
Okay.
Am I right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's only 2. So I only get 2 chances. I wonder if the... I got an achievement!
Yeah, you got a wrong achievement.
Is that a bug?
Basically, you the ship stopped precisely when you died, so you started refueling, but the death routine has already reached its end, so you basically unfairly died.
Okay, let's see if I'm right. 1, 2... No, it's the same number of bursts for this guy. I thought I would... what was I thinking? My guess was that the blue bar there meant the emergency burst, but I guess I'm wrong.
Okay.
It would give
So
me an
what does
extra
the
one.
yellow bar mean, in your
I think
opinion?
it's fuel capacity?
Okay, what
I'm
about the
guessing.
red bar?
The red? No idea.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with this ship for now.
If you have difficulties beating the game, tough ship.
Tough ship, yeah.
That's what the game says.
No!
Can you make it? Yes, he can.
5 hidden. Wait a minute, I only count 4. Oh no, that's a level 5. Duh. I need 5. So 2 hidden. I'm gonna hope that the one up there didn't have the hidden one. I'm not doing this so well, am I? We can make it! Oh, that one did have the one I needed, though. Oh well.
There is no special prize if you land this one on the head.
Oh, there isn't? It says clean landing, though. Let's restart that. So I need to get that one up there.
Okay, so would you consider yourself a perfectionist at this point?
Maybe. Should I move on?
No, not at all. I am exactly like you, right? I will play a level until I've done it.
And I'm like trying to reserve. I don't need to. That's fuel right there. I didn't need to perfectionist that one. What am I doing here? This. Sure. There we go. We'll
So I've got a question. Did you notice a difference between these green cores when you can come up, or do they all look the same?
You mean the ones that start there and the ones that come out of the junk?
Any really.
I guess I'm not understanding the question.
I'll let you continue playing and let's see if you notice it later.
So you're talking about the green spheres, right?
Yes. In this level, they will all look the same at the moment.
Yeah.
So
that's
you
what I was
don't need to
thinking.
check.
I was wondering if the ones inside the junk look different, but they look the same. All right, let's move on. Okay, so they all look the same. Yeah, I didn't really notice any difference.
Okay. Well, let's see if you notice any difference in this level. For example, that one.
pulsing.
Right. Why do you think some are pulsing and some are not?
Good question. I don't know.
Okay.
I'll have to think about that. The number of the number is the number of the ones I still need to get.
Yes.
I'm not going to get perfect on this one. Oh well.
Believe it or not, you actually can.
Oh!
Oh, sadness.
That's my feels bad man roll at the end there, I guess.
Feels bad, man. So this one is not pulsating, right? Or pulsing, whatever you want to call it. This one is.
Because it came out of the junk, but then the other ones didn't. I guess I'm not getting it.
Okay.
don't know why I was obsessed about getting that one. Restart.
Need more speed. The levels are gonna start becoming trickier.
Actually, I'm just gonna take advantage of the fuel sitting here. I feel like this game allows a little bit of variation in gameplay. Like I could charge through it, or I could stop and like think exactly what am I gonna do, and then what am I gonna do after that. Like I could play it as fast as I want. There's no time pressure in this mode. If I wanted a more casual, laid-back game, I could just play it more slowly and thoughtfully.
Okay.
That's what I kind of like. Maybe that's one of the things that I liked about the game when you were showing it, is that I didn't feel like there was a pressure to always keep moving or you're gonna die. Except for when you were doing the time trials, of course.
Right. But that's self-inflicted. Right? If you going, I want this pressure. Oh boy. Can he make it? He can make it.
Okay, missing that one, and there's one more hidden up there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it, but let's see, what if I...
You can at least land, that's for sure.
I just burst up.
Oh, yeah, but you needed a bit of angle there.
A little angle, yeah. Okay, I'm not doing so well on getting this one. Maybe I should just go for landing first. Perfect it later.
You have already finished this level before.
Oh, I did. Okay.
So I'm just going to reveal to you what the color of the cores is about. Well, the pulsating effect. Basically, all cores are unique, and they all have their own individual ID. So when you pick them up, they get recorded. So if the spent ones are the ones that you've already picked up before, and the pulsating ones are the ones that still needs to be added to your tally. Therefore, if you collect a pulsating one, it will go into your total balance, right? So in this level, you have collected 5 out of 7, right? So 2 of them will be pulsating. This one will be, right?
This one I haven't collected yet, so I would need to finish the level after collecting that.
That is correct.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I would have been able to guess that without noticing it at some point.
Yeah, I don't think it's a huge loss of info, but it is some.
Okay, let me just try to land with these ones that I got.
So now your balance should go up by 2. You had 7.
Awesome. So I farmed this one completely.
You have farmed it completely. It's
Nice.
7 out of 7, but the icon is green.
Yeah,
Why?
I haven't gotten perfect on it, so it's not blue yet.
I see.
Right. That one I'm having
That's
trouble.
why I was tentative in answering yes when you said I got all of them.
Right.
So let's take a quick look at level 12. You see that one has no medal at all and has 0 out of 27. That makes sense. But how come you've already unlocked level 13 as well? And 14 and 15 and 16?
I'm guessing they're unlocked by experience points. I've accumulated enough experience by going back and doing perfect levels on this and other things that I've unlocked these, even though
This effectively allows you to skip levels. How do you feel about that?
I actually kind of like that, because if I'm having trouble with, let's say 12, I could, if I wanted to, just skip it and move on to the 13, 14, 15.
Okay.
So I like that. And it wasn't too hard to figure out, I think. When it shows the experience points here, I'm like, oh yeah, I can unlock it when I get the number of points. It doesn't have to be that I get the previous level.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Let's skip ahead to 16. Why not?
Okay.
Kinds of stuff here. Let me grab these. Oh, I'm not thinking about my own fuel though. Let's go back and refuel at the start. Okay. Ooh, those are different. harder? Oh no, it's bumping fuel out of it. I see. I like that. You can kind of. It should have been obvious to me because there's little fuel things poking out of it. Whoa. The explosions kind of make it hard for me to see my orientation though. Uh-oh. Oh, I already blew up. I was gonna look to see where the fuel was and I was already out of it. Yeah. Takes some getting used to, I think.
So I've noticed that you've restarted from the start and you're not using the checkpoint. Is there a reason for that?
Honestly, didn't think about it.
Okay.
I think I'm just having too much fun playing and I'm not thinking through all of my decisions.
That's alright. That's perfectly fine.
Okay. I'm gonna hit that middle. Oh, those things knock your orientation. Man. At least there's plenty of fuel here.
Pro tip: all rebounds are controllable.
Oh, they are.
But you need to be foresightful in how you're gonna hit a thing. So how you're gonna hit a thing changes where you're gonna end up.
Need one. I'm gonna get the one that gives me a point there. I'm just gonna know when to hold them. Alright. Oh, why did I do that? Level set. What I wanted to do. I see. So I really do need to finish. Oh no, it unlocked 17. Let's go back and do 12. See what I missed. I don't want to skip too far ahead because I feel like some of the mechanics I might be missing because I didn't see the first level they were in. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like if I skip too far ahead, there might be some like shields that I've never seen before, and I wouldn't be sure how to deal with it. Okay, there's a door. I'm guessing when I get that, it's gonna trigger the door. Oh yeah, get out! I like the doors actually. I'm wondering what happens if you leave the nose of your craft in the doorway. Do you get chopped in two? Guess we can find out. No, you just.
It's harder to find out than you think.
I know. We're screwed now. No, please let me out. Okay. If the door was coming down, it would be really easy to find out.
Yeah, but that would be no fun.
Actually, if I position it like that, we can find out. But I need to have enough fuel to get back in that position. No! Shoot. Well, maybe I'll try.
You get for trying to break the game.
Well, I kind of wanted to see, like, do you have a lot of detail in lots of areas of the game? Like, maybe he put something special for when the nose of your ship gets cut off by the door.
Well, I can spoiler that for you. The answer is no. There's nothing special. There's in fact a small chance that you get snagged into the physics.
Wouldn't that be cool though? Like your nose snaps off?
Oh, sure. But that's a lot more work, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear is right. I restart from checkpoint. Checkpoint. They just
So,
that checkpoint.
So yeah, just carry on, do your thing. And so you restarted from checkpoint and all of the green things are gone. Why is that?
So I don't need to go back in there then. Wait a minute, shouldn't it have put the green ones back in there since I got them after the checkpoint?
Right, that's what I was asking. How do you feel about the fact that it doesn't and it just keeps them registered? Even though it happened after the checkpoint.
I guess my feeling would be maybe it's nice as a beginner that it seems like a kind of a cheat though. Like maybe a hard mode of the game would be you have to go get them again if if you went back to a checkpoint.
Well, there is a hard mode, which is don't die ever.
Fair enough.
Right? You can't get perfect if you die even just once. So
Right.
even if you collect every single one now, you're not gonna get perfect. You have one death.
Okay. Look at the ones on the right. I'm just not very good at maneuvering yet. Well, let's just cheat and get that fuel there. Actually, I don't need to be stingy. Hey, I did it without triggering the door. Where are we supposed to go? Land? Oh, on the right. Got it.
Do you think there may be a way to see where the landing pad is straight from the map?
It says land.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only hint. I mean, I guess I could be looking for that texture there. But yeah, I was just looking for the word land.
Okay, sounds good.
Do I want to try to get the hidden ones? Okay, two out of these. Let's try to get this one. Wrong button. I feel dumb when I'm hitting the wrong button. Up and over, then hit it. And that was the wrong one. Oh well. Still have some fuel up here then. Let's just land. Don't want to die. That'll do. Okay, what are we doing here? Ooh, okay. Can I...
So, where's the... Oh, okay.
I'm just discovered I can see with the left and right the different things on the map. Because it zoomed way out and I'm like, I wonder if I could scroll around and zoom in on the map, but...
Well, perhaps there is a way to zoom in a bit.
Hold right trigger to focus on ship. I'm expecting moving the controller up might pan, but I guess not.
Wait a second. You've got one bug that I have no idea how in the world you've reproed it.
What did I do?
Top right of the screen says out of time. For some reason.
Is that because I haven't started yet?
It could be that.
Let me start it.
I can't figure out how to repro it. All of the playtesters get it, and I have no idea how.
I don't know what I did. Is it because I started by thrusting and it still says out of time? Oh, maybe because I was sitting there long enough. What if I go back and try the level again? And what I had to, it said, I know it says out of time right away.
Yeah, I can see it's flickering. So the only reason I see for this is that you've literally never done a time trial, so it's happening. Incredible. I thought I accounted for that, but apparently I didn't. You can confirm to me, right, that it says 18, like 10 seconds, 15 or something, right? If you go to the map right now.
Yep, well it shows it briefly and then it goes away, but if I hit down right trigger, it shows it again.
Okay, 10:15.
SQL Squid's on the way out, I guess. See ya later, SQL Squid.
See ya, SQL, thanks.
I guess SQL's one of your mods or VIPs?
Well, he is a Swedish kid, and so I'm looking for help with the Swedish kid.
Okay, I don't have enough fuel to get up there.
Why do you think that is? Even though you started with 100%.
Oh, I probably need to use the bumpers on the left and right there. I guess? Got up there before. Yeah, let me try that idea. No. How did I get that before? Was it just thrusting the whole way?
It was thrusting the whole way, the first one, yes. So one thing that I've noticed is that I leave you quite a lot of tips, and you're not reading a single one of them, which is completely normal. Most people are like, okay, that's. I found this out through research at EA when I used to work there. So that's completely normal. But the next one, the next hint that you'll see, is vital for you to know how to approach the next bit.
I'll pay more attention then.
And I have no idea how to convey this to people.
Fuel, leads. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what this means. That's the hint, right?
No. Go there. And sit there.
Oh, sit there and get refueled.
And what does it say there?
Try a short burst.
Huh.
Oh, using my momentum. Yeah, because you have a max speed. I get it. No, I think that my guess would be I'm not an expert or anything, so it's just my opinion. But it's if I'm enjoying the game too much, I just want to keep going and I won't stop and read stuff. But if I were to get stuck there, I would have started paying more attention to the detail. And like, oh, okay, short bursts. So I think that's fine.
I'm not sure it's visible enough. I may come up with some kind of extra tool, maybe like a little window or something, so it's much more visible.
Well, I mean, I didn't get frustrated at all that I couldn't do that. I think even if you didn't tell me, I would have maybe failed a few more times, and then said, "Oh, I should look more carefully," and then I would have seen it.
Okay.
So now I'm reading it. Tap repeatedly for max distance. Uh-oh.
Ideally without turning.
No, I guess I must have hit the joystick when I didn't mean to. Do I have a checkpoint in there? Did. Okay.
What a cruel developer I would be if I didn't leave one there.
Well, old games you have to start all the way back at the beginning, right? Okay, so I'm gonna center this up.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to do with the game is find that sort of magical balance where you have the difficulty of the old games, but the user experience of the new ones. So you. Oh.
Okay.
There may be more efficient ways still. Yesterday I demonstrated live that this level can be completed on perfect with exactly this ship. You see, the blue icon that you were curious about is speed. This ship is slower.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna make it tougher for this level, isn't it?
That's right.
I think it has to do with the frequency of the taps here.
It does. And the conservation of momentum.
Yeah,
it's actually quite deep when it comes to physics, this game.
Okay.
Right, the problem is many times now you have fought momentum. You have like waited too long for gravity to do its effect.
Yeah.
You need to tap it at the right time, so to speak.
Yeah, and there's that fine line where if I go too fast, I lose it from the max speed.
That's right.
Yeah!
There you go.
Okay, I don't have fuel, so I should just call it right here, right?
It's actually possible to get up here with like 25% of fuel still.
But I was out of fuel. I mean, yeah. With the emergency fuel, I didn't know if I could make it up there.
No, it's fair enough, right? Security is important.
Oh. Okay, now.
Oh, your first diagonal level.
So that's one of those black holes up there. So now I'm trying to think of the strategy to do this. Okay, I'm gonna bump into that center one a couple times to get fuel each time. Alright, let's just try it. Can I do the thrust and then thrust back to get those? Nope. These ones are tough. Oh, I hit it on the way down. I was thinking I could thrust forward and then back to hit those, but...
You can, but you need more speed.
More speed,
Yeah, the ship being slower requires more planning when it comes to slamming things.
Not gonna have enough fuel. Oh well. It wasn't meant to be. Actually, let me yeah, let me switch back to the other ship. Level
Do
select.
you regret the purchase of this ship yourself?
Sorry?
Do you regret purchasing this other ship?
No.
Okay.
Because like I'm getting enough of the orbs to unlock the next one pretty quickly. So I think I'd only regret it if it was a long grind to get a different one.
Okay.
Okay. This one feels more tricky. Because of these initial ones that I'm having trouble getting. I'm just not very good at aiming. Get back there and refuel quick!
Oh boy!
With a tenth of a second to spare.
That one counts as an extreme cheat launcher.
Okay, I got the fuel for the next time too, so that's good. Actually, I could just call it right here.
You could.
This one's kind of tough, so I think I might, and then do a different level. Come back to this later.
Yeah, just FYI, diagonal stuff, your brain suffers massively.
Yeah, because there's the gravity to contend with.
You think that you implicitly think that gravity is supposed to fall diagonally at that point, but it doesn't.
Right. Survey from 1 to 10. Tell us how Thrusty Ship infuriates you, and get good. Hidden switches. Okay then.
Do you think there's a way to see the switches on the map?
They're color coded, right?
But I mean to highlight them.
On the map? I don't see a way obvious to me.
Okay. Well, at the moment you're highlighting junk, right?
Oh. You know what? I'm getting confused because I see the level title. I guess I'm seeing the level title and these at the same time, and I'm associating them. I really shouldn't do that. It's this one down here I should... Yeah, it's just me. Unpressed switches, doors and switches. Got it. So this switch opens that door. This switch we don't know about yet. This switch opens that door. That also we don't know about. So probably, I'm gonna guess. I might guess there are switches hidden in the junk that open the orange and yellow doors.
Okay.
I don't get fuel yet.
And some tactical thinking there.
Oh, there's the green one. Whoop! I like this. Okay. Bust all of them. I'm like trying to maximize or to minimize of a fuel usage, but I'm screwing up.
Oh, you're not doing bad.
There's the yellow switch. Ah, okay. Ah. No problem, I got fuel right here. Cheesing my way through this part here.
all day. There totally isn't an achievement for you, cheesy. If you do it for 1 hour, I'll award you with a secret achievement.
Secrets.
You're playing it wrong.
I'm playing it wrong, huh?
Yeah. I'm a bit cheeky, you may have realized.
That's fine. Oh, I missed it. No, don't fall down. There we go. Yay. Got them all. First time. With 2 fuel to spare.
I'm gonna send your link to your stream to a friend who is curious.
Okay. Oh, that reminds me. What do you want me to do with the VOD for this? I usually put my stuff up on YouTube, just because a lot of my viewers don't watch me real time. They just want to watch me later. You want me to keep it, delete it, or what?
Do whatever you like.
Okay.
You are a free man.
I'll definitely link to your channel.
Okay. Thank you.
And I just need to remember to do that. Okay. Let's see what...
Do you recognize this level at all?
Oh, this is the one I was doing earlier. Isn't it? Yeah.
Might be. Why do you think you got here?
Because when I hit start, it just went to the next level.
Okay.
And I had this. That's the one I had skipped forward to, right? 16. Yeah, it just made me think of another game I play where start doesn't always go to the next level; it goes to the next unvisited level. I guess I could go either way, right?
Well, it's a UX question at that point, right? Do you think that it should go straight to a level that you haven't played yet, or just the next level?
And I can't be trusted for UX stuff. So.
It's okay. Everybody.
Like when it went to that level, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I played this level before. I'm like, okay, I know what it does, and I'm okay with it, because you have easy enough ways for me to navigate to the level I want to get to. So. Oh, silent cartographer. Is that because I stared at the map long enough?
Yes.
I like it. Okay. Now sometimes it takes me time to focus. I found that on streaming on Twitch that makes it even harder, because I go into the talking mode and I stop thinking, and then I need to go back to the silent thinking mode for a bit.
Think whatever you want.
All steps. Got it. Okay, yeah, got it. Oh, sadness. Overthought that one. No, what's cool is even when I fail, I'm still having fun.
Okay.
Like I don't know if you know of Dwarf Fortress.
I think I may own it on Steam, but then again, what do I not own on Steam that I have never played?
It's the kind of game where even when you fail, you have fun failing, so you don't feel so bad.
Okay, why do you think your experience in this particular, let's call it, even
I'm sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Why do you think that Thrusty Ship is giving you this feeling of it's alright if I fail?
I think I'm learning a little bit more every time I fail. Like oh, I failed that time because I didn't, like I oversteered or I overthrusted. So it's like I'm learning a little bit every time, and I'm not like hitting a wall where I'm dying like 20 times in a row and not figuring it out. At least not yet. I don't know if I'll get to that, but as long as I'm not getting frustrated, like not making progress, it's okay to fail, since I'm still learning.
Okay.
Totally like that reverse thrust there, when you need that little bit of extra oomph to get through. I was hoping to just go all the way around that thing there. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. Get up in the other one, yes, yes. Be patient. I have to start thinking about using momentum here. Oh, got a little bit of lag there.
What, the lag in the game there was?
Yeah, but that might be my computer. It like paused for about 200 milliseconds.
That sounds like an unhandled exception. I may ask you for your logs.
Okay.
Yeah. Though I know I have a problem sometimes in the game that it crashes on people, and the log is perfect, blank, pristine. I have no idea what's causing it.
RCS. Does RCS mean the reverse thrust?
Yes.
Okay. I'm wondering now if you put in ships later in the game that have side thrusters. Because that would be crazy.
That would be. You would need to have a brain the size of a cow to be able to control all of that.
Well, once you get good with forward and reverse thrust, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I must have 700-800 hours of experience in the game. It's still much for me. So,
Okay,
you may be right.
Do here.
That's another diagonal line.
Oh no, I'm dead. Unless I get something here. Nope.
You could plan your plummeting directly on that and hope.
Like that?
Like that. Not like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the asteroids come with the benefit that they drop loads of fuel, and the not so benefit that you need to hit them on the opposite side.
Ah.
Right? So whenever you hit something, not always, but most times, the fuel will drop on the opposite side, right? Depending on your normal. So, well, of the normal of the collision point, I guess.
That one completely.
Yeah.
Just power through because I can burn through all I want. I'll settle for that.
By the way, you can stop whenever you want to, right? Don't just carry on
Okay.
going.
How are we doing on time?
We've been going for a while.
Time flies when you're having fun. I don't want to like monopolize your time though. If you,
It's fine. This is very useful for me. I'm working right now.
Oh, okay.
You're not.
Yeah, that's true.
So you should worry about your own time.
I'll play a little bit more. After we're done, what would you like me to do with the game? Like, continue to play it, or stream it at the same time, or leave it alone, or?
Well, you have absolutely no obligation coming from me. You can do precisely what it is that you like.
I mean, it's your game.
You now have a code. No, you now have a code. It should convert into the full game's code when the game comes out. What I'm going to do is I'm guaranteed to put a clause into the game that will detect your previous version. And if you have a beta version, it will delete all of your saves, delete all of your Steam achievements, and then start afresh. That's what I guarantee to you will happen. So if you're planning on putting progress in it now and you want to keep it and you want to treasure it, it's not going to happen. Right? If you want to play it, if you want to stream it, I mean, that's to my advantage, so I'm appreciative of that, but there's no obligation or request that comes from me. You can do
okay. This is actually a game. I don't stream many games. This is one I actually would. Be cool to have a category set up for it so that, like, or others know when it's being played.
I got your message. It's a great message. I'll definitely work on that.
I mean,
right. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say it was super nice of you to let me play it, and if you don't mind, I'll play it again later at some point and stream it. I need to go sub to your channel too, because you deserve it, man.
Well, I appreciate it. you sound like a very mature member of my audience, like a much more sort of thoughtful person. I'm normally surrounded by teens. You're thinking everything through and stuff like that, so it's interesting to see how an individual such as yourself relates to the product. This is very valuable.
I suppose you need to get like a variety of different playthrough experiences, right?
That's exactly right.
So you'll need to find some young guy who's like impatient, or
those are aplenty. I think you were young once yourself, were you not?
Yeah, maybe.
We all used to be that way, didn't we? Young and impatient. I have a plethora of it's more mature audience.
I mean, are you looking for more playtesters?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Do you want me to mention the game on the other channels I'm on?
By all means, you can do it. Again, as long as this is clearly understood that I don't expect you or request from you anything. Right? You do whatever you voluntarily is useful.
Okay.
Or you might, whatever, right? I mean, I don't. It's not ungratefulness. It's quite the contrary. I'm very grateful, but it's not an obligation. That's what I want to underline.
It's not an obligation to test it, or
to do anything, whatever you want to do. You want to promote it, by all means. You want to test it, you can play it. You want to tell a friend about it and ask me for an extra code, I'd be happy to. I think you found a small art bug. Huh?
Yeah,
that's cool.
There's a barrier there. I didn't notice it at first.
No, the barrier's fine. What's missing is the checkpoint itself. When it's pressed down, you can clearly see there is no wall behind it. While you're sitting on it, you're sitting on a wall that is invisible.
Oh,
that's it. Yeah, it's a tiny detail. Nobody would have known.
I didn't even notice that.
I did, and that needs to be fixed. I will not have incorrect things in the game. I'm a little bit obsessed with that.
I think a lot of programmers are. That's just what we're sort of conditioned to be, right? Because the computer expects it'll do exactly what you tell it, and the slightest thing wrong that you tell it, like,
it'll do it.
Stands out, right?
Yeah. It will do it, right? Yeah, I love machines. They are this like magic slave that obeys everything perfectly to the letter.
Yeah.
So you tell it open the door, it will do it. Then you tell it open the door again, it will do it forever, and you will be very sad. Because you forgot to tell it to close it.
I mentioned if it'd be okay to mention this in other streams, because what I found, streaming myself and also being in other streamers' communities, is that people are really nice about helping each other out, and they're really into games. It might be because it's on Twitch, but I don't think you'll find any shortage of people who want to, play test the game. So I guess I was asking because I don't want to what is the word?
Overstep your boundaries?
Overstep the boundaries. It's really nice of you to let me play,
I see what you're saying right now is almost borderline insane. I feel, in the sense that I feel like you're doing me a favor, right? Because you're giving me all of the feedback. For instance, all of the notes I've taken, right? I'm gonna go and implement some of this stuff. Right? So clicking away from the game loses focus. Okay, how do I fix that? That sort of stuff, right? So you're doing me a favor by using up your time that you could be doing something important to you, and then you have to do this. So it's quite the contrary. Very
nice. I just wanted to make sure I knew the the boundaries and all that.
There are none. It is impossible to offend me or annoy. So
okay,
do whatever you like. Do your worst, Captain. Now, I'm going to tell you a little cameo secret. If you play this game enough, at some point you'll realize there is a story. I have added a story in the game.
Oh, a story.
A story. And I'm really hoping people are going to enjoy it when they see it.
I like hidden stuff. That's awesome. But now you spoiled it. I'm going to be looking for it.
It's 40 levels ahead, so you've got time.
Is it something that's obvious when you start running into it, or is it subtle?
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. When you see it, you go like, "What the heck?" What? You'll know. And we'll see. I'm curious to see how people react to that when they do stuff. I'm kind of teasing it a little bit now.
Well, if I keep playing and if I'm streaming it, at some point it'll be in one of my streams, right? I'll be like,
it will be. Yeah. You don't need to worry. The game is completely clean. So I don't know how you like your stream, but I like to stream for children as well. I happen to have 3 of my own. Well, working on the 4th one actually. We got the 4th one in the oven.
oh, congrats.
Thank you. But so I keep all of my streams and my games clean as a whistle. So it's no swearing, no nothing weird stuff. There is a little bit of mild sexual innuendos every now and then in the game that are that I mean a child wouldn't get that, but it could be funny if they go, "Dad, what does that mean?" You're like, yeah.
I get it.
So you don't have to worry, even when you get into the story, so to speak, there's going to be nothing, that's not clean in the stream.
I was just thinking, if you're curious, like what people's reactions are, that's probably what you want to do, is have them like recording or streaming at the time when they see it for the first time, and then you can see if you get the reaction you were hoping that they would have,
Yeah, that's one thing, and one thing also is I want to create a trailer for the game. Right now, I personally think this game has quite a lot of trouble selling itself aesthetically. Now, of course, this is an opinion, everybody has one, but my point is I would like to create a trailer that's a bit unconventional. So I want the trailer of people getting. You should be able to get out. Yeah.
But I'm out of fuel, so
No, you can survive this. Just plan ahead and execute correctly. What could go wrong? You can still survive, I think.
Oh, really?
Except not if you burst backwards. That one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would like to make a video that's a collage of people getting mad at the game, because that's really, I think, going to appeal to all of the hardcore gamers out there that want the proper challenge. And that they are essentially my primary demographic, even though the game is trying to cater to several people, even the more thoughtful, calm people, and so on. So, I don't know. But yeah, thanks so much for playing this. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was just while you were talking, I didn't want to interrupt you, so I was answering Sourceify. I was asking what's the name of the game. It's Thrusty Ship, and it's not my game, it's Mike in Principal's game. He very graciously is letting me playtest it, and in return, I'm hoping to be helping him out by him seeing me run into bugs or things that I didn't understand, that kind of thing. So that's what we've been doing. And
if you can send me the log after you're done, you'll find it in your.
We should figure out that right now, right?
Okay. You go to app data.
Hide this for a second.
Yes.
And open it. I want to make sure it doesn't show up on screen. Okay. So we're going to apps. Or it's in the Steam apps, right?
And yeah, that's not where you want to go. You want to go to your C drive, and then your users folder, then your personal.
Yeah.
And then there should be app data.
App data, local or roaming?
Local low. You want to go to.
Local low. Okay, got it.
And in there you'll find the company name In Principal Games.
Got it.
Thrusty Ship. Thrusty Ship, and inside it there should be a log.txt. Perhaps you can just open it yourself and take a look at the bottom if you see any exceptions. Like you would get like null refs or something like that.
Actually, let's look at that. I don't see much
Obviously,
here.
Clean as a whistle. Dang it.
Well, it probably was just my computer hiccuping.
I strongly doubt it.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
I always suspect that it's the OS first until I see evidence.
No, I suspect it's not even me in this case. I suspect it's Unity, because I've had reports of people having crashes that are completely unhandled, and I have no idea what's causing it. And yeah. Because I like to keep my code very, very clean whenever I have any error of any kind. So, say null refs that aren't a problem, I clean those too. And I can't find the issue.
You'll find it. Only a matter of time, right?
That's what they say.
That's what I tell myself when I'm working on my code. I'll find it eventually.
Yeah, and then it goes into the forgetatron, and then you're.
Well, if the bug never comes back, then it never existed, right?
Oh, it always does. Every time. They find a way. You know, when I used to work on FIFA, right? It was really funny because there was sort of not necessarily a saying, but a thing that we used to say because it was true. We were looking at the data from the analytics, and it turned out that after about 15 minutes of the game being released, more QA had been done than the entire year in all of EA and all of its subsidiaries.
Wow.
Right? Well, I mean, it's a very popular game, but it was incredible, right? Because they find, I don't know, bugs that nobody ever could possibly find, or stuff that we waived because we couldn't retro, you know?
Yeah.
Because people will find things, man. People will find. For example, there's a bug in the game that I call it a feature. I even have an achievement for it. You can do something special where you do something that obviously shouldn't be possible, and you do it. But I'm sure I left some stuff in that people will find. People will find ways to go like through.
I'm just enjoying like playing around with the physics of this game, like, even if I'm not really finishing the level. Just like the little things, like how the hitbox allows me to squeeze into that crack and then like ease my way back out.
Well, I have a course. Well, I have courses for children. I usually teach game dev to children, and I have one that I do with my 9-year-old daughter, which is called DND, which stands for Daddy and Daughter. It's on YouTube, and the episodes are currently interrupted, but we were working on a platformer together. And one thing that I talk about all the time is make your own physics. The default physics of game engines are always sort of geared towards security. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want them to fail. Whereas in this game, I have modified the physics severely, so they do all sorts of crazy stuff. So when you're stuck, for example, I am artificially rotating your transform where you shouldn't be able to sometimes, so you can do stuff. All of these things. There's a lot under the hood that isn't obvious, but it makes the experience much more enjoyable, much more arcadey.
Oh yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah,
So
there we go.
that's probably the least efficient way of coming out of that type
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just having too much fun.
You're almost at the end of the first of levels.
Better
Which
land.
means you have essentially explored the first third of the game.
So I should slow down or I'll run out of content.
Yeah, you should.
Actually, this is rank up, right? Maybe a good stopping point.
Yeah. Can we do just one quick little thing before I let you go? Could you go back to the previous menu?
Previous menu. Yep.
Yeah. And now go to extras. And let's go to completion stats. So you've done 9% of the game in all this time.
Yep.
You've beaten 20 levels. You've got 6 perfects. You've attempted the level 68 times. You've got
Rumor has
300
it.
unique Rumor has it some ships can't reverse well.
Yeah, so we haven't gotten to shields or lasers or any of that yet.
That's right. Yeah. You've used up 15,000 units of fuel, liters of fuel. Well done. What about climate change, man? Okay, then time stats. If you press X, you can go to the time stats. And you've played for 1 hour and 16 minutes of total game time.
Yep, that sounds right.
Cool.
Max speed time 1 minute. All right.
Your RCS has been very long, 23 seconds. Yeah, RCS is pretty advanced. Many people sort of don't use it very much. They want to go forward.
Where's the total thrust time?
Total thrust time is thrust time
thrust
fourth on the left. It's 8 minutes 39. And
Yes.
underneath you have floating time, which is neither thrust in or RCS in, and it's by a distance the longest.
So
This is what amuses me about the game. You spend the vast majority of the game doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm a very thoughtful player, and when I do thrust, it's forward.
Yes, pretty much. Let's see your rolling time. That one I'm curious about. 6 minutes, 52 seconds. Not bad.
Roll on time, yeah. Gravity time, yeah. Black hole time, I've spent 1 minute thoughtfully rotating around them.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, good. That's all I wanted to see for now. By the way, are you okay with me putting you in the credits as a playtester? That's what I usually do.
That'd be awesome. I don't mind at all.
Should I use your real name or your nickname or both?
Use Raimu8354. That'll work.
Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, your real name is actually very easy to find. It's on Twitter.
Yeah. I gave up on hiding that because when I stream, I show my notes and I use OneNote, and I just couldn't figure out how to hide my name from OneNote. So I'm like,
fair enough.
And I've seen other streamers don't mind their name showing up. I'm like, okay, I guess I'll give that up, at least.
Right. Because most people in my credits list have both their name and their nickname, which I think would probably be the most advantageous to you should anybody look for you. That's where it's up to you. If you want Raimu,
Raimu's good. I'm used to games like World of Warcraft where even real life friends call me Raimu if we're in game, and sometimes out of game. So it just feels more natural when it's in the context of either Twitch or games that people use that name. And that name was, it's kind of funny, that name was auto-generated by World of Warcraft when I made my first character, so it's kind of stuck,
All right, yeah. Sounds good. I suppose I'll return the favor. Whenever you have anything to play test, just let me know and I'll be happy to do it.
Oh, eventually I hope to have my own game, so I'll let you know. Probably not for a while, though.
All right. Let me know. Go ahead.
Should I send you that log even though it was pretty much...
No, it's pointless.
Pointless, okay.
Pointless. So unfortunately, that's just the situation in this case. Anyway, if you have anybody who's asking you, if you happen to play the game more on Twitch and you happen to have people who ask you what this game is, etc., just send them my way, and I'm always looking.
Oh, definitely. Will do. I'm going to mark up the VOD to link to your channel and all that.
Okay.
And let me know if you want me to include any other links or text or anything.
Okay, we can talk about this. We'll stay in touch anyway.
Right? Thanks for following, by the way.
Oh, no problem. Thank you very much for doing this.
Okay, so I think we're gonna wrap it up, folks. It was really nice of Mike. I hope it's Mike or Mike in Principle to let me play test his game, and I think we had a lot of fun and hopefully helped him out. And probably be streaming this later at some point.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
To help out. Yep.
Bye-bye.
So how am I gonna wrap this up? Should probably just quit the game and go back to my background. Yes, I'm sure. Bye. Thanks for playing, it says, and we're back to my background. Oh, who did I not talk to? Oh, hi there, Ubi. Yeah, I was having too much fun playing that game, and I was not watching chat very well. I'm sorry about that. And Ubi, you should know this. I'm really bad at reading chat when I'm focused on other things. But hopefully you accept my humble apology for not seeing your chat. Yeah, so we're wrapping it up, and I guess we will say goodbye to Mike. Looks like he already left the call. Thanks again, Mike. And let me see who's streaming right now. Oh, we don't want to show that. I'm used to my stuff, my two monitors being swapped. I had to swap them because that game was expecting a 16:9 aspect ratio. So let me see who's going. Let's go introduce you guys to Simuleos if you haven't seen him. So let me type the link here. See if I get it right. I've always had a hard time typing his name, but we're gonna go. Let's go host Simuleos. Say hi to him and see how he's doing. So, hold on a sec. Make sure I'm doing this right. I'm gonna put up my thanks screen and we're gonna go host Simuleos. So thanks. Hope you enjoyed watching that playtest, and see you next time.